Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and there are a couple of factors why I did that. Maybe it's just because I am not an experienced writer. That can be the answer. And maybe I was just tempted to tell every story, right? That I thought it was interesting, and maybe I thought it was relevant with the story. So that could happen. But thank you. It's a uh, very diligent way of reading it, and I take that as a very valuable opinion. Thank Scholastic competitions happen all the time in Indonesia. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I have no idea if it was adapted from British way of scholastic competitions. Yeah, but that's sometimes we have that kind of competitions. Yeah, among schools, yeah. And until now, I think. It was not invented by me.
Yeah.
It's with the way the story went at that time, and uh, but at the end of the day, it's a novel. So there are ways of telling it, dramatizations, and the touch of imaginations. But that, I think that's the privilege of me choosing the way I tell the story in a novel way, in a novel style. But it was not invented by me. So in so many ways, this book is based on true events, true characters, and that's just the way they were at that moment. It's so difficult to tell in 48 chapters with which part it's I think it's the way the story told. Like for me, an example, if I saw clouds this morning coming down this boa, I can write it clouds coming down from the sky on this boa, and I also can write it this way: the clouds threatening this boa. It doesn't alter the fact that it's cloudy this morning. Not inventing the characters. I did not inventing the events. I gain the flexibility of telling the story by choosing it's a novel. When I was writing it, I tried to be as linear as possible, actually. So I think I need to read it again to find it more specific in what way I mix up with the time. Actually, in what chapters. But as far as I know, I try to be chronologically. Yeah, to arrange the story in a chronological way. But I think maybe readers can sense something that I don't really realize that. Yeah, that's the problem of writing your first work. Maybe you were not, as a writer, really sensitive about that. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes readers come up with with some findings that very valuable. That's that part of the learning process for me as a writer. C'est la vie. So I try to tell a story as realistic as possible as the way it is, but don't forget there are many definitions of successful. So if you, some people, some wise people say the definition of successful is happiness. So maybe my friends who do not have an opportunity to pursue higher level of education now is happier than me. So they are all still there on the island and they live a very simple and happy life. And look at me traveling the world. Traveling the world, being asked difficult questions. Not fair. And they're there, live with their children and wife, and yeah. So, in some of education, in some of writing novels, maybe I am the successful one, but in some of happiness, who knows? Yeah, but that's life. That's the story. That's why I always tell people that's a simple and realistic story, which is written in a pure and simple way. They like it. Yeah, they are just only ordinary people, and like ordinary people think that if something is useful, yeah, they are satisfied about this because they have also seen the impact of this book, at least to the island. I have to tell you, because of the novel, the tourist visit to Belitung Island has increased over 1,800%. Now the novel starts to be recognized by domestic tourists and now international tourists, and it has a very, very positive impact because life is still very difficult there now. Because of the novel, we have for the first time in the history of the island, we have tourist industry. Then people have other way of making a living, not only by mining. Mining is very dilemmatic now because of the environment issue and everything. So they see that, and that's the positive impact of the novel, especially after the movie, because the movie adapted from the novel is very, very successful and very beautiful adaptation. It was screened in Berlin International Film Festival. So people see the movie, and then they start coming. They see that the beaches on my island is very beautiful actually. And they in Indonesia now they have some kind of tour to follow this story.